Yeah? Just one last thing. I know that I was tired. I just noticed it this week in my siddur over here. And doesn't have anything to do with the parsha, but I want to get it recorded in case anyone ever listens to this. They're going to...
On the off chance.
On the off chance someone listens to this, they will hear this. Kriya Shema, we say every day. So if you have a good siddur like what I have, the Muslim Midrash that has a lot of interesting additions from Kabbalah in here, and they fill you in a lot of interesting details. Okay, there are 3 parshas in Shema, and each of them has in it corresponding words to Shema to Shemus Hakadosh Mavakadosh Baruch Hu. So it's something known as the Shem Membeis, which is Ana B'Chayach Zuz Mincha Tat Tzura, has 42 letters. And from V'Ahavta till Visharecha is 42 letters. Each one has a letter on top of it. Ana B'Chayach Zuz Mincha Tat Tzura. Okay, Shem Membeis is Keneged V'Ahavta. The Shem, the Hayim Shemaya and Vayomer have the Shem Shalayim Beis. Okay, Hayim Shemaya has 72 words until Visamtem, and they put the 72 the Shem Shalayim Beis. Now, what is the Shem Shalayim Beis? Shem Shalayim Beis is 72 3-letter words. Okay, we all know by Hashanah we say Ani v'Hayashiyana, right? What's Ani v'Hayashiyana? So Rashi and Sukkah tells us these are 2 of the Shemus Shel Shemayim Beis. V'Hay is the first of the Shemayim Beis. If you look on top of V'Haya, right? V'Hay. Okay, because it comes from 3 psukim by Kriyas Yamsuf, Vayisa, Vayav, Vayet, before Kriyas Yamsuf. Each of those psukim have 72 letters. And when you take the first letter of the first pasuk, the last letter of the second pasuk, and the first letter of the third pasuk, so it's Vayisa, Halayla is a Hey, and Vayavai, and Vayet. And then you do that. Second letter, second to last letter.
We went through this one time in previous years.
Yeah. So, but so that's typically the way Shem Shalayim is done. That's the way it's done for Vayim Shemaya. Vayomer also has 72 words, right? And it has 72 words when you count Hashem L'keichem Emes twice. Okay. But the 72 here they do the Shemayim Beis straight. First letter of each pasuk. Vayisa, so the first Shemayim Beis, Vav and a Vav and a Vav. Vayisa, Vayav, Vayet. And the next one is going to be 3 Yuds. Vayisa, Vayav, Vayet. Okay. So I'm looking at my siddur the other day, and I get to the words. Lo yisasur acharei levavchem v'acharei einayim asher atem zoinim achareihem. Okay, you don't stray after your eyes and your hearts. Right. This is. Well, why we're in this world, right? This is the Nisayin Adar. This is why we're here. It's not nebuch. This is what we're here for. We're here to exercise restraint in with this mitzvah. The 3-letter shem on top of the word zoinim is a samach, an aleph, and a lamed. Okay, and if you ever see the kameas that they make that has on it the Shem Shalayim Beis, or it has on it the menorah, or it has on it Paseches Yadecha, right? So Paseches Yadecha is Pei Aleph and Yud is 91. That's well known. That's Yud Kei Vav Kei, Aleph Daled, right? Shem Hashem Yud Kei Vav Kei is 26. Aleph Daled Nun and Yud is 65. Together it's 91. That's the Rosh Tev Paseches Yadecha. This describes Yichud Kutcher B'Chush Chinta. Hashem is B'Mashpia, Hashem is in Shemayim, and Oretz is Aleph Daled, and you have the perfect hashpah. This Yichud of Yud Kei Vav Kei Aleph Daled. Okay, this is our whole Avodas Hashem. Let's make this Yichud. Okay, there's a Yichud Amal from that. Eke, Havaya, Adna. We spoke about this in the past many times. The Shem of Samach, Aleph, and Lamed is also B'Gematria 91. Okay, and it's called the Shem of Parnasa. Why is it called the Shem of Parnasa? Because 91 is Parnasa, because Parnasa means that there's connection between Shemaim and Aretz, right? And so if the Shefach is good, then the Parnasa is good. Okay? Samach Aleph Lamed is also, and Lamed is also Shem Parnasa, because what is the name of the Malach HaMemun ala Parnasa? It's a Seif Tevis of Pesach Es Yadecha. Pesach Ches, Es, Saf, and Yadecha is Chaf, right? And that's the Malach HaMemun ala Parnasa. We spoke about this in the past. When you take that Shem of that Malach and you switch it over in Atbash, so the Ches becomes a Samach, right? The Taf becomes an Aleph, and the Chaf becomes a Lamed. Okay? So which is Bigamach percent with the same 91. So it's beautiful how it works out. The Shem Parnasa Ba'at Bash has in it the Shem Samach Aleph and Lamed, which corresponds to Pesachas Yadecha. So this is the Shem Parnasa, right? So Shem Parnasa right here. And then I looked at it. Asher Atem Zaynim Achreim. What does Zaynim sound like? It means that people stray. But Zaynim sounds like Zon, right? Being sustained, right? So when you look at the premise of this pasuk, the pasuk is telling you half of the Kazakh. You want Parnasa, right? Because you're zon because you're loisa suru, you're going to be zon from the Shem Parnasa. This is the greatest chus. A person wants Parnasa, wants Parnasa b'berevach, and he wants shefa of all bracha in his life.